Hello everyone, welcome in here to the short morning sports stream. Back in NBA 2K16 MyCareer Year 4, going to be continuing the playoffs here and beginning the NBA Finals and the matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it.
2K Sports pregame show.
Two teams, only one ring. Welcome to the finals on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal.
Hope you're having a good start to your day or a good halfway through your day, depending on where you're at.
Of the final. And the series being hosted in Indianapolis for tonight's game, as the Pacers will be going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Let's see here.
Looking at Minnesota, after a 6-game series in the
sure
conference
everything's
finals,
functioning.
they now turn to the task at hand. One more team standing between them and an NBA championship.
Oops.
And here we go, the NBA Finals. Two contenders, only one will hoist the championship trophy. Kenny, you've been in this position before. What are your nerves like at this point?
You know what? You're a little exhausted, Ernie, from everything
See
that
if
led up to this. But you're
you can
also
sweep the Wolves here if they walk away with one game. As I've mentioned before, and if you've watched the stream, you know, so far the season, in the regular season, Minnesota Timberwolves were one of the, as I could say Minnesota Wolves, doesn't really matter. But anyway, Minnesota Timberwolves were one of the teams that did manage to beat me in the regular season. So I'm expecting a very tough matchup. Kind of much like the Eastern Conference Finals. Maybe I'll sweep them, but something tells me all the games are going to be pretty close. Except for Game 4 of the Magic, we'll throw that one out. I think I just destroyed them, crushed their spirits at that point. They had nothing left in the tank. But at least for the first game, this one to be very, maybe even down to beater.
Biggest day.
Gonna be glitchy this morning, eh?
With Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing the Indiana Pacers.
And I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that.
The top seed possessing home court advantage, and they're looking to come out and make a statement here in this first game.
A long and winding road to get to the NBA.
Oh, Ellis wide open.
Their great work along the way has given them home court.
And I got stripped.
They don't want to squander it here now.
The expectation is that they're going to do just that. I mean, they've been a strong team.
I didn't have any time to react to that.
Building, never mind their own. And with the excitement
all right, I'll play a little point guard. Why not?
Make this place that much more intimidating.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Minnesota, Jones is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Towns. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Erickson in at the power forward. He had a nice open look right there.
Okay, good counter. Speaking of the Timberwolves, you know, knowing that, as I've said before, the Bulls are my favorite team.
And about a minute gone.
Seeing the reports floating around that the Wolves are heavily pursuing Jimmy Butler, offering the number 5 pick. I hear the Celtics are in the mix, which doesn't surprise me because Butler's been linked to the Celtics already. But yeah, them offering the number 3 pick to the Bulls. But as for the Timberwolves, I know the Bulls have said the only way they're going to do that trade is if they throw Andrew Wiggins into the deal. Which, if it were me, I'd do that trade in a heartbeat. Jimmy Butler for Andrew Wiggins and the number 5 overall pick. Oh, no. That's not where I wanted that pass.
And he gets it to go. Ellis has got his first 2 points.
Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye on that stream, making sure it's not glitching too bad.
They just handed him 2 points.
Erickson Some solid defensive work there from Moore.
They're 1 of 4 here.
So yeah, if that were me, I'd do Wiggins and the number 5 pick for Butler. Sign me up. I'd pull the trigger on that trade.
Himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Much as I hate to see Butler to go, that's just too good of a deal to pass up.
Pass to Towns. No good
Ha,
again.
nice shot.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Freak sets a screen for Hill. It's deflected.
Yep, saw that coming.
And now the
Hill thinks he can
Timberwolves
shoot
on the
over
break.
7-footers.
Erickson misses.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Apparently, so do I.
As it goes out of bounds, Pacers retain possession. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And it's Moore penetrating.
Oh!
To finish it off. Beauty.
Posterized.
Head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Middleton outside. Back to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. And that one's good.
Wow.
Wiggins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
It is
That's
so
the kind
hard
of
to
shooting I was
contain.
afraid of.
He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Nobody near George. And again, it's the Pacers.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long.
Looks
at
like
all,
it was just a
fellas,
little
to
early
get
hiccup.
those 3 points back.
Seems to balance back out. I hope so.
Here's
So NBA
Hill.
Finals don't need
Looking
technical
for his first
glitches.
basket still in this one. A shot by Middleton, wide open. But they'll get another chance. Guzman. Nice shot from 10 feet
Wow.
out.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I
Those
know,
kinds of
I know.
mistakes drive me
Him
crazy
box
and will
out.
absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Moore. Good. And it's Hill
Yeah.
with the assist. 6 points for Freak.
They've worked hard and created great chances.
One
for
thing, it's not
themselves in
as
this
tough
opening
as a
quarter.
scoring matchup as it is against the Magic. Thank goodness they called a timeout there. Although I did finally find some success against the Magic. It's just good shooting on their end, and it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be pretty close. Or at least I imagine it's going to be close.
These players can flat out shoot. the
Towns
rock
can
to
be a
the
problem
leaderboard.
too, because he can shut down a lot of my inside work.
Number 1, Monte Ellis. Freak, 3rd.
But when players like them get their feet set behind the arc, it's over. That's
You
what
take
they do.
advantage
That's who
when
they
he's
are.
out of
These
the
are
game.
excellent three-point shooters, and they've shown it here during the postseason.
Oh, it's Joe Keem. I forgot he's on this team.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Turner. Solomon Hill comes in for Ellis. And it's Jeremy Lin in for George Hill.
That's...
The foul on the shot. Hill
Yeah,
goes
that's
line
on
for
me.
2. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Paul George. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's Indiana.
Oh, where you go? Oh, Lin's
Run a
played.
14-6
Nice.
run.
I wasn't sure if he
Lin
was going to be
gives to
playing
Lin.
at all with that
Back to Lin. No one near
bad
him.
back, I think it is.
Cannot hit. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside, Jones. He kicks to Noah.
I give Noah space.
Nice
I'll let
ball
him
by
shoot that
Minnesota.
jumper.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones for 3. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I have
half
a
and half
mismatch
balls
here.
are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate.
Nice little
Whoever
jumper.
goes
Oh,
and
come
gets
on.
it, that's who owns it.
And
Well,
he gets it to go.
that works.
Really
I'm robbed
nice
of an
job to
assist,
convert the
but
putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed
least we
with
got
that
2
play
points.
from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Goodwin. The offensive rebound.
What? Shenanigans.
Again. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's got his 5th rebound in this one. For 3. Drilled it. All zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves.
Oh, the buzzer beater in his
Gotta
face.
have big-time nerves to hit a shot like that.
Wolves just aren't playing like they usually do. Maybe they're gassed.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1.
Get open for shots.
Let's
Directive
break down
complete.
the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
I guess there's still plenty of game to go.
Defense. They have just done a
But the Magic were out of it in Game 3, and then we fell apart in the third quarter.
Spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Moore, he's in at the 4 spot.
George has
Hill
2
is
early
out there
fouls.
with
That's not
Then
good.
it's Olynyk, and it's George in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Welsh, he's guarded by Hill.
Welsh.
Wiggins against Ellis. Clock is at 3. Wiggins drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I should have put a
Wiggins
hand
has
up
got
there.
the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Timberwolves.
Get out of here,
Indiana
Towns.
leading by 8. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He ended with 31 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Okay, Olynyk, I
Doris,
didn't
thank
mean
It
for you to
really
shoot
was a
that,
stunning
but
performance. He was at his absolute best.
we'll
in
go
that
with
game.
it.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused.
Seems like an unnecessary spin move, but want to show off a little bit for the crowd.
Shape here, working it in good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their baskets have.
Headset's a little itchy today. Oh, come on now.
Turner's checked in for the Pacers. And the Timberwolves change. Checked in. Down low.
Block.
More now. And it's Ellis penetrating. The
And,
on the shot.
and it doesn't.
They are not rotating.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And what do you guys think so far about the offense?
Are you kidding me? I can't save it?
Offensive approach for the Pacers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a
Usually they give you a... Oh, there it is.
groove in this game.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
Pass to Erickson.
I thought about quitting out and resetting my Xbox to see if that helps. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't.
Here's Towns and Turner.
Because it may be Twitch's problem.
That is good. Hill with it. Hill gets a screen from Moore. Hill dishes to Moore. Lets it go. They get the rebound.
And one.
He was fouled and Moore.
Going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant.
A switch here. Scott's checked in. The Pacers have gone 1 for 1.
Now, get a reset. Got a downer start on the day, but it's also muggy and rainy outside, and every time that seems to happen, or every time that happens, everything seems to not work right. But it was muggy and rainy outside yesterday, and everything was... I don't know. Seems like this Twitch app has more problems than it ever is working properly. It's like almost every week guaranteed that the app has issues. And it's on days like these that I really wish I had a full setup, but fortunately not now. Last loans. Anyway, alright, I'm going to reset, see if that helps out at all, so hopefully I will be back soon and with a functioning app. If not, just do one game and then call it quits and pick it up tomorrow, because I'd really like the final stream to not look like garbage. So, I shall return soon. Okay, and I'm back. I'm live. Hopefully things are working now. Hopefully. Did notice that Xbox Live was having some issues as well, but like I said, it may be the Twitch app too, or console just needed a good reset. Any of those things are a possibility, and any of them could be what is causing the problem. So, hopefully, though, the reset helped and everything will go smoothly.
Let me say this first.
Fingers crossed.
I'm really pleased with how many open looks we've created. We've hit a lot of shots because we found a lot of high percentage looks. That can't change.
Seems to be balancing a lot better now.
Post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches.
Okay.
We've come a long way for.
And we welcome you back to our presentation.
14-point lead. Wolves kind of falling flat in this one.
He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer.
Expecting a little bit of a closer matchup, but like I said, still plenty of time.
Try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Pacers.
Got a pretty good start, that's for sure. That early three-pointer from Middleton.
And it's Turner, and it's George in at the 3 slot.
Haven't really done much since then.
6 free throws of the game. And he's good on the second. Here's Hill.
Ba-da.
Outside George.
Ba-da.
He feeds it to Moore. Fires the 3. The shot by George, no good.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Hoping he could hit that. Not getting the assist right now. Ooh, nice block, Turner.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our
Missed out on
crew,
several.
Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic, boy, was he tremendous.
Several assists.
He ended with 31
no one can
points
seemingly
and was
hit their
his usual
shots.
self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said.
Oh, Turner again! He must have the
protect
the paint objective.
What a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high. 3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Towns almost chased that one down. Almost.
George with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Freak sets a screen for George.
Oh, wow.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason, as shown on the 2K
I
leaderboard.
just barely
Freak,
tapped
#1.
the left stick.
Timberwolves trail by 13.
More of a flick.
Here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell.
These
for
refs
sure.
are calling everything apparently. Uh-oh, that's my fault. Good thing he missed.
Off the front eye. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Ellis against Wiggins, and stolen by Wiggins.
Gonna hold on to it for a second longer. Just got open. No one around me on the baseline.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. He dishes it to Middleton. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now Moore, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. And Moore kicks to George. Clock at 2. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
I'm so baffled by the defense there. I didn't know what to do.
Passes it to Wiggins. Feeds it to Towns.
I don't even know who I'm supposed to be guarding right now. I guess Wiggins.
Ellis against Jones. Shoots it up. That's short off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
That works.
And it's 9 points for Ellis.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points. And
he seemed to have balanced back out. Maybe that's all my Xbox needed, just to reset. Or refresh itself. Also, you know, I said earlier, again, broadcasters curse and needing to keep my mouth shut. Oh, yeah, not that hard of a scoring matchup against the Wolves. I've literally done nothing since probably the first quarter. I think all my points came, yeah, because I hit that 3-pointer at the end of the first quarter. I've literally done nothing scoring-wise since the first quarter.
Basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks again, Doris. Noah the screen, and
there we go. Well, now I've done something since the first quarter. And now they're playing aggressive defense up top. Get steps on them.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And Towns gets it to
Too easy, Olenek.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Pacers leading by 14. Hill with it. Jones covering. Hill against Jones.
Move the ball.
Hill dishes to Moore. On the wing, George. Buries the long-range jumper.
There we go. Finally got that elusive assist.
He could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Hill against Jones. They
Boy,
set the pick.
this NBA Finals turning out like the
passes to Guzman. Fires
the
for
actual
three.
one this year,
Rebounded by Moore.
and much like the series against the Suns last year. Hopefully the Wolves put up a little bit more of a fight in Game 2.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
58 seconds left here in the third quarter.
There's nothing to them right now.
Guzman, defended by George. To the inside, Jones. Good and a nice
Except for when Hill
Noah.
decides to double team Joakim Noah on the arc.
That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there.
Oh, and one.
Them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers.
Get over to Guzman.
And it's Jeremy Lin in for Hill. So it's Minnesota
Guzman. Goozy.
Welch. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Indiana.
Vicious rebound.
They're on a 12-4 run right now. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Screen here.
There's the pick. Lin kicks to Moore. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Jeremy Lin with the three. Lin's got 5.
Injured, but still able to nail it.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic.
Got it.
Since the break.
Got it.
In sync. Good team basketball.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Pacers out in front as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And welcome back to our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Erickson is out there with Noah. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's
nice shot, too.
In at the small forward position. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles.
That's unnecessary.
In a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Pacers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Now here's Lin. Defense right on him. And
nice dish.
On the assist by Lin.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific
Beautiful.
ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual.
That's not a bad block attempt.
Middleton outside.
That was a warning shot.
Now here's Goodwin, defended by Lin. Goodwin, good.
Goodwin, good.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. The dish to Miles. Moore against Noah, and Moore kicks to Lin. Lin gets a screen from Moore. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13.
Splash.
Basket good off the assist from Lin. Lin's got 3 assists in the game. Minnesota shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Noah with a screen for Middleton. Drains the 3.
Wow.
How about that screen by Noah?
They needed more of that.
Pacers
one of those
leading by
things,
21.
too little, too late.
You got it. Just get the ball inside.
There's a good screen. And Hill has it in the corner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Timely pass.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
For success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Goodwin, and the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2.
Come on, Goodwin was out of control.
Step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
George is checked in for Indiana. Hill comes in for Jeremy Lin. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Noah. Wiggins comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Jones subbed in for Goodwin. Wiggins, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, at least George is able to keep himself out of foul trouble. I mean, he had those too early on. Kept his game clean, though.
The more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And the second free throw, good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Kicks it to Miles. Moore outside. At the elbow, it's Turner. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, pass leading to a foul. I'll take it.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Nailed it.
Over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Jones. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And there's another rebound for me.
11 rebounds in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've
I'll take that.
And
no!
Control on the glass.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Miles, that's good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose.
Poor team.
The D hasn't been able
to destroy their spirits in game 1. They're not going to put up a fight for the rest of this entire series. We're just too good in the playoffs. We're so-so in the regular season. Playoff time, destroy them all.
Here's Erickson.
Whoops.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Miles. Turner with a screen on Middleton. Moore right side. Now the feed to Miles. Shot clock at 6. To the wing on the left from about 16. And
woo! Rattles it home.
The assist by Hill. Hill's got assist number 8 now on the night. The pass to Erickson on the way, Wiggins. There's the bucket, good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have
call
not
timeout here. Let those guys come in. Maybe get a rest myself. I don't know. I don't see Scott or anybody. Oh, there he is.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Kelly Olynyk checked in. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win.
No need to keep on with that one. Plus, with the interruption, it's nice to kind of end the game early anyway. Move on to the next one.
Effort for your team, and it seems like this is a major part of this team's identity.
I mean, we take pride in our defense.
Woo, woo, woo!
That's what we hang our hats
like
on.
The guy, that guy's coffee finally hit.
And we stayed together and pulled this one out.
Or the realization that we just won game 1 finally hit him.
It's a great place to start. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
We won!
Still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Like, yeah, we won. A slow reaction.
Kevin, and now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team.
Mostly scoring in the first quarter, little in the third, and in the fourth. Second quarter, racked up a few rebounds.
He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there.
Okay, are they not moving on to highlights?
He stepped up in a huge way tonight.
And that'll do it for
okay, just kind of got stuck on that screen there.
For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson.
That's weird.
We'll see you for more
Well then, I guess we're just gonna have to forget about it. Warriors center Andrew Bogut will miss remainder of series versus Cavaliers with sprained knee. Oh, sorry, I just noticed the news here. Blackhawks traded off Terravine and Bickle to the Hurricanes for 2 draft picks. Bickle, I'm glad to see gone. I mean, he was a useless player, but I can't believe they traded Tavo. Well, I wish Tavo the best of luck. Huh. Hurricanes just got themselves a good young player. I'll remember to start the game eventually.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the NBA Finals. I'm Ernie Johnson, proud to be with our friends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports, and we are getting primed and ready for Game 2. And the series being hosted in Indianapolis for tonight's game, as the Pacers will be going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, an ugly showing for them to start the series as they were beaten handily. Still, it's just one game, and they look to return to form here in Game 2. And coming into Game 2 after dropping Game 1 of the finals, do you think that they can come back in this series, Shaq, even if they don't even it up with a win tonight?
You know, I think if they lose this game, they can still win the series. However, the odds of them winning the series with a loss tonight, it drops dramatically.
Well, this is a game, Ernie, where they need to send a message. That's it. You know, it's not a must-win, but they definitely need to get the momentum and change that. So you don't have to definitely win, but you have to send that message.
That will do it for us. Kevin Harlan standing by with the call. We will see you later on.
Oh, sorry, I just had to comment on that and share that on Facebook. That's, wow, crazy to me.
You can taste the excitement.
I'm glad to see Bickle go. That he wasn't really doing anything, and that contract was a mess. It was a mistake contract.
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg
just
Anthony.
Surprising to see Tavo go with him.
Indiana. They hold a one-game lead in the series, looking to take 2 straight before
and one.
And you've heard the adage, a playoff series doesn't start until someone wins on the road. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, as the top seed,
I guess he did get kind of buried on the Blackhawks roster.
They did that in their last
I mean, he's definitely at some point going to be a top 6 forward, but he was playing on the 3rd line with the Hawks because they had so much talent above him.
3 and 4 won't be nearly as nerve-wracking if they get it done here today.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Timberwolves.
And I guess some moves had to be made to clear some cap space again.
Then there's Towns, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And the
that works.
Is good.
how about the purpose with which he's crashing?
Especially getting rid of Bickles. That's going to clear some big space.
And there's the feed to Middleton. Passes it to Erickson.
Carolina's got themselves a heck of a good young player.
Keep possession. And Towns gets it to go. We played just
one of those things.
Here in the first.
Hate to see him go, but wish him the best of luck, and hopefully he doesn't come back to haunt us.
Hill passes to Moore. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Moore's got 5 points so far.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Erickson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right
hopefully,
to the rim like that. That's
whoever they use that draft pick for will end up kind of replacing him.
Good for Wiggins.
End up proving worthwhile.
Over a minute and a half in. To the middle. Here's Moore. Oh, and then
Towns. Get posterized.
That's what they say, right?
I'm going to ride him.
You got it. And he was ultra safe with that.
Piggyback ride.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the score by Indiana. The ball will be against George Hill.
Oh, Hill.
Foul of the game.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control.
Way to give him an and one.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Erickson with a screen on Hill. Outside, Jones. Dishes to Towns. Lock at 6. George against Wiggins. The shot misses. So Indiana will take it the other way. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday.
What a luxury when you have depth. A lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves.
It's giving me an awful lot of space, and I'm going to miss it. That's okay. Turner's there again to clean it up. The more Turner connection I miss, he makes.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Lets it go from deep. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Pacers leading by 4. Hill with it. Jones
must
covering.
Get back.
More right side. Good, and it's Hill.
Okay.
9 points for Freak.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Again,
that's the thing I do like about Stan Bowman. He's not afraid to make a deal, and sometimes you just have to sacrifice young players or kind of projected top players.
Pulls it from 20, and he drops that one in.
Fan favorites in that.
Turner's got 6.
You got to keep your core intact, but then some of the other guys are expendables. He finds a deal where he can get rid of a contract like Bickles. If it means giving up Tavo, you know, he pulls the trigger. Sometimes you got to make tough moves in the sports world in order to move the team forward.
Will it go? And it's good.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still
a lot of times, you know, like giving up, even, you know, for veteran players, you're giving up a veteran or, you know, maybe kind of a couple-year pro player, yeah, because you're in a rebuilding mode.
Run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple.
And you shop these guys off for younger players, draft picks, and all that. It's tough, you know, especially when it comes to veteran guys. Guys who have been around for a while.
Raises his level during the postseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Olynyk checked in.
Be like if the Spurs. Oh, I got a new badge, Acrobat. Be like if the Spurs ever hit a rebuilding mode, which their rebuilding seems to happen in a season, and even not even that. I can tell you the last time that team was in like an actual rebuilding mode. But if they were in a full rebuilding mode, it would be like having to trade Tim Duncan, allowing him to go play on a championship team instead of sitting through a rebuilding process.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And thinking of the Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett, letting him go.
Guzman passes to Wiggins. Rebound by Olynyk.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
More outside.
Just don't have the three-point shot.
Digits, but it's no good.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to make those tough decisions.
And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Not much defense.
I don't remember Batum playing in the last game. Maybe he was out with an injury in his back now.
And Moore kicks to Hill. Lynn dishes to Moore. And again, it's Indiana.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the.
But yeah, you definitely have to have general managers, you know, who are willing to pull the trigger on trades like that.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead.
In order to help try to move the team forward, you may have to give up a good young player or promising young player
consistently early in the game. It allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively
in order to get rid of a bad contract, so that you can clear up for either other younger guys, or to sign a free agent who you know can produce, re-sign guys on your roster that you want to have come back, that you may not have been able to sign because of that bad contract. You said that's the thing I like about Stan Bowman is, while you know he's had to make some tough trades last year, you know, trading Patrick Sharp and that. He's not afraid to do it. If he thinks it's going to make the team better, he does it. That's why why I've said before that the Bulls are never going to truly succeed again until they get rid of the front office, because they don't have a guy like Bowman. Paxson and Foreman.
Basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans.
They're not the guys who pull triggers on the deals. They can't let guys go. Like Derrick Rose probably could have been traded 3 seasons ago. Couldn't let him go because he was the guy. Jimmy Butler, you know, they're getting these deals, and if Minnesota offers, say, all right, we'll give you Wiggins and the number 5 for Butler, I don't know that they'll necessarily pull the trigger for it.
That's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor.
Heck, they didn't pull the trigger when the Sacramento Kings offered Rudy Gay in exchange for Paul Gasol.
Now the pass to Guzman. Middleton on the wing. He's guarded by Ellis. Passes it to Guzman.
They just don't make those tough trades. They just can't let players go. Joakim Noah's probably a guy who's looking at him right now that needs to go, but they'll re-sign him. He says he doesn't want to re-sign with Chicago. I don't really blame him.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul.
But the Bulls will probably heavily pursue him to try to bring him back.
Play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
They do not have that front office that's willing to make the tough deals.
Here's Goodwin. He dishes it to Middleton. Pass to Erickson. Marvelous. He throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Like I said, it sucks seeing a young player like Teravainen go and what he could have been with us. But I guess if it was a necessary part of the deal, well, hope it works out.
Outside Hill. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Hill's got his second basket of the game.
Now
maybe we'll use that draft pick to
right there. A layup can be just as
grab the next great player in the NHL.
Ellis kicks to Moore, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Timberwolves trail by.
Well, I've already matched my point total for the last game.
It's a good win.
Looking up at that stats there.
Dishes it to Middleton. Moore with the steal. And
up ahead to George, and there's an assist.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides
I
of
love
the ball.
jumping that route.
Defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Oh, and he can't cap off the break. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. There's the screen to the left wing. Middleton right side. Here's Towns. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Indiana
well, I mean, we're up on Minnesota. Obviously,
CJ Miles comes
up
in for
on
Ellis.
Minnesota.
And it's Jeremy Lin in for Hill.
They're sticking closer, but again, kind of falling apart.
Hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Moore kicks to Hill. In the corner, it's Lin. Shot clock at 5.
Double screen.
On the wing, Turner. And he gets that one
Woo!
to go.
Rattles it home.
Turner's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers.
They're still in good striking distance, though. A couple threes can bring them right back into this.
Second. Erickson passes to Wiggins. The feed to Batum. Back to Wiggins. From 11 feet away, it's rebounded by Indiana. Moore's got 6 rebounds in the
That's
game.
not going to help him, though.
Lin
Captain Obvious fact of the day.
Back to Lin. He feeds it to Moore. From the arc. And the Pacers.
There it is, finally.
3.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Now here's
Come on, Wiggins, what
They
you
set
got?
the pick. Outside, Jones. Erickson passes to Batum. No good.
Nope.
And here are the Pacers now. They're on an 18-6 run.
Lynn, you want to get on this side of the court?
Jones
Thank you.
against Lin. Back to Moore. Outside, Lin jacks up a 3, and that one's good.
Oh.
Lin's got himself going.
Oh, this is just, I feel bad for them.
And I like the job they've done.
Well, there's Scott sitting on the side.
They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And Greg, their field goal.
How long he's been sitting there? Probably come in for me.
Better team shooting the ball, and you know me.
So he's not going to get that opportunity.
Always a function of shot selection.
Here's Towns. Good work defensively by Turner.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder.
I think I'm going to end up winning my third state championship. What is this, high school basketball? Third straight championship.
Really good.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1.
Yeah, there's my big head. Thank you to my fan right there. Oh, there's another one. Thank you to my other fan.
I mean, I'm trying to. I know we're a lot tougher to play when we can limit second chances and get a lot of one-on-ones on defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done, Kevin.
Thank you to all my fans. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Wow, 47-25, 22-point lead already at half. They keep playing like they do in the first quarter. They can stay in these games. I'm surprised. I really thought it was going to be a series like the Magic, where it was going to be close all the way throughout. Wolves just, I guess they've run out of fuel. Got nothing left in the tank here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly great,
maybe going back to their place, spark some life into them.
They can be, and so far another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points,
and with that,
with an even better
I've got the double-double.
We'll see if that's the case here.
Moore in at the 4 spot. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George, and it's Turner.
This is just embarrassing for them.
So that's
our bench guys are going to be in at the start of the fourth quarter.
After the made shot from Monte Ellis. Erickson passes to Towns. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that,
they probably needed to go inside to Towns more. They haven't really utilized him.
Hill kicks to Moore. Outside, George, the 3.
Oh, boo!
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job
I boo your
of
mama.
challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach,
I boo your sister. If you have a
those
sister.
types of opportunities.
Get out!
Against your
I boo your whole family. Boo!
Which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one. So
Their effort
incoming.
Advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
This is just embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing for the Wolves.
Olynyk checked in. First minute and a half.
Make it all the way here just to get blown out by me. Probably thinking in their little AI minds, hey, we beat them once.
Noah the screen. Wiggins against
Not this time.
And it's Wiggins missing.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And George, here we go. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gotten just
rush shot there.
4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Outside, Jones. The dish to Middleton.
And give it to Joakim. He can save you.
Shoot. There's the pick. Middleton on the wing. Baseline jumper. That's short off the rim.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Searching.
Noah against Moore.
Nothing found.
18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot
Not
it
bad.
enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Wiggins kicks to Middleton. Here's Guzman. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled.
Oh, right. I picked up my dribble.
Giving them control of this game.
I'm like, why can't I move?
It's not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Jones dishes to Noah. Moore with the block.
Got it. Oh, couldn't tip that one.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Bench guys are like, can we go in now? Please, 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 let us play. Come on.
Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Number 1, Monte Ellis. Freak, 3rd.
And the bright.
Hill, he's checked in for the Hill. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Batum's checked in. Lynn against Jones. Moore inside. Back to George. All sorts of time, and he nails the jumper.
There we go.
George has got 9.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Count a little bit towards running the offense through me, right? Need to score or get assists.
In the corner, it's Wiggins.
Wiggins.
It's rebounded by Indiana. Moore's got 12.
I'm not sure if he'll block that or if Wiggins just shot it off the back.
For George. Here's Moore.
Ah.
From Noah.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Batum wide open. He fires. Hits it from 3-point range. He's got 6.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Moore inside, working on Noah. Lynn kicks to Olynyk. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Try setting some more screens,
Clearly
try to get open.
Didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean,
or you could have some off-ball screens set for me. That would work too.
So it's Minnesota now. Here's the screen.
Couldn't get there fast enough.
Batum with the 3. Another miss by Batum. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Lynn against Batum. It's deflected.
Yep, saw that coming.
And here is Goodwin. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Unloads. And the rebound goes to the
Nope.
Pacers. 23 seconds left to play in the third.
Got it.
Wide open. 28 points.
Everyone ran away, and
No doubt
7,500
about the
fans.
consistency
Thank
when
you
it
very
comes to
much.
scoring the basketball for him tonight, a real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Goodwin, defended by Lynn. Towns, the pass to Goodwin. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Oh, it wouldn't have counted anyway.
And as we conclude the third quarter,
would have been fun. See how long it lasts here in the. Oh, well. I see. I got a C on run the offense through me. Whatever. Sat out the first part of it there.
They've got Andrew
Or a
Wiggins.
good majority of
Erickson
the.
is out there with Towns. Then there's Batum, and it's Guzman. In
Oh, and one on the dunk.
He's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
But
and guys,
sat out there good chunk of the fourth quarter, only 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes.
And they haven't cooled off at all.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance
They were
points.
starting to storm back. They got within 19. Like, nope, nope, nope. Starters back in now.
The pass to Erickson. Fires at the elbow. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's got rebound number 7.
Sure, the bench mob will be coming back in here shortly.
Ellis left side.
Wow, I'm surprised Ellis didn't take advantage of that.
Ellis outside. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Back to Moore. Here's Turner.
Ah, he should have just fired it right away.
They don't score on that shot, but they're going to be.
Yep, I see the bench mob right there.
And that'll effectively take care of game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues.
Take the timeout. Let these guys come in.
Important win for Indiana.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just
be patient on offense. A+, yay!
Like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly.
And that is another victory. Wow, Wolves just.
And this win puts
like I said, this is turning out to be like the actual NBA Finals this year. They're all blowouts.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
See if we get any highlights this time.
We move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak.
Freak!
Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his
31
team
and 18,
huge fact.
4 assists.
He was up to every
couple
single
blocks.
Time he faced tonight.
A steal right there.
Of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
He stepped up in a huge way tonight. You know, we all think of him
There's
as a
one of the
role player,
blocks.
but not tonight. It's the
Here's
NBA
one of the
Finals,
poster
baby.
dunks.
He was the star.
And we hope you enjoyed tonight's game as much as we did, though that is doubtful. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, and we'll see you for more NBA Finals action coming up soon.
Well, let's see if anything happens different in Game 3 here. You know what? Maybe I need to give them classic jerseys. Where are we at? There we go. Maybe this will inspire them.
Pre-game show.
Give them their old Timberwolf jerseys.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. Game 3 brings us our first change of scenery, but what hasn't changed are my colleagues. At home in any arena, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
At home?
And the series being hosted in Minneapolis.
What, do you live with them?
Game, as the Timberwolves will be going up against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, here in the finals, and they remain undefeated in this postseason. They're the undisputed favorites at this point. We'll see if they
undisputed
can
champion of the world.
All right, on the heels of taking both home
John
games to start
Cena.
this final series, how different is this Game 3 going to be, Kenny, now that the finals have shifted venues?
Oh,
it's not John Cena.
Be prepared to face an aggressive team tonight. You know, this team's desperate for a win, so you can't just come in unprepared. It's a lot harder to win games on the road.
There is a buzz in the air in the sold-out arena here in downtown Minneapolis. A 2-0 start to the finals. Things could change direction here in Game 3.
All right, here we go.
Sports brings you
Can they do it?
Playoff action with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burks on the sideline.
Well, that's bad start. Game over. We win.
You look at Minnesota. They can't panic, but after losing the first 2 on the road, you know, there's no question they'll need a win.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bad start.
Yeah, they were unable to steal a game on the road, but now in this third game, it's really do or die.
I gave them the jerseys. I've made a mistake.
Championship hopes alive.
Yep, if they're able to win Game 3 tonight, that scenario becomes a definite possibility. They'd get a huge boost going forward. The fans would simply get crazier and more hyped up.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go.
Oh, Turner!
For Indiana. Moore, he's in at the 4th.
Have mercy.
Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George, and it's Turner in at the 5, down low. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Jones drives in. Here's Towns. That is good.
And really just just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
It's George on the wing. Hill has the open look. That ball's nice feed that time from George. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Dude.
With head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what'd you find out?
He had an upbeat attitude when we spoke, especially for being down 2 games in the NBA Finals. He explained his demeanor, though, saying everyone expects them to hold serve in their building, and we feel we can do the same. Confidence not on the sideline despite the deficit, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Wiggins with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Middleton, no good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They want that intensity to carry over from that victory on Friday.
And in that game, they did damage in a variety of ways. They were more or less unstoppable offensively.
Showed off all of their weapons and resources at that end of the floor. Really just put on a marvelous show.
Clark, they've been struggling.
Ever do the flop?
Yeah, a little bit of cotton out here. Dry spell for sure.
Jones, the pass to Erickson. The baseline J. And once again off the mark.
Hey, he hit me. Didn't you see that forced push?
So just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Hill with it. Now guarded by Middleton. The kick out to Hill. The 3.
I forgot to upgrade that badge.
Just over 2
that new one I got
here so far in the first quarter. Outside Jones. Now the pass to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Oh, can't take advantage of Ellis on him.
Make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
They get the rebound, and it's denied.
Oh, jeez.
That'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Here's Moore from out on the wing. He knocks it down.
I don't know. Maybe there's still
too much on that.
The kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
And just a little bit too much space. That's all.
Outside Jones. Wiggins up top.
It's minor.
Passes it to Middleton. Timberwolves passing it around. Rebounded by Moore.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Ellis kicks to Moore. On the wing, Hill.
Here to Hill in the corner.
Fires the 3. They get it back. Here's Turner. And foul.
Oh, so close to the end.
It goes on Chris Middleton.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell you what, Turner's been cleaning up here on the offensive glass the last 2 games.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Towns.
Poor Minnesota.
Comes in for Andrew
I don't think these jerseys helped them at all. In fact, it's made them worse.
For the Pacers. Hill, he's checked in for Paul George. C.J. Miles comes in for Ellis. And it's Jeremy Lin in for George Hill. Here's Guzman. Now in the scoring column with that deuce.
Hey, finally found something again.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Lin dishes to Miles. Moore outside. Outside Turner. In the corner, it's Lin. To the paint, Moore. Yes!
Swish.
And a nice assist from Lin.
A little closer in than I wanted to. I wanted to get that right at the free throw line, so Joakim would have had no chance of getting a block shot. It took me inside a little bit more than I wanted to, but luckily he still missed.
Now, here's Goodwin. The feed to Batum. 5 on the clock. Here's Guzman. Drills it from outside.
Wow.
5 points in the game.
Okay.
Really
apparently we need to shut him down.
Like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Moore outside. There's the 3, and that one's good.
I'll answer right back.
Passing. They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate.
Almost got him.
And here's Batum following the 3-pointer by Freak.
Yeah, seriously, go to him.
Rebounded by Moore.
Oh, he finally missed.
Moore's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Lynn. And Freak.
There's the acrobat badge that's just bronze right now.
Lynn's got 3 assists tonight.
I'll get that up.
Trail by 11. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones, the pass to Guzman. And Turner with the block.
Ow, Turner's just been on fire.
Kicks to Lynn. He feeds it to Moore. Back to Lynn.
Oh!
And that's a big bonus for him.
Rattles out, bounces back in.
Beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management.
Bank shot.
Maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
Come on with it, with it. Me and you getting it up, don't even go there. Come on with it, Come on with it,
Yeah, so much for putting up a fight. I think I cursed him with these jerseys.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And for the Pacers here,
sorry.
On a show, guys.
I tell you what,
sorry, not sorry.
They have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotation.
Oh.
Doing really good work at the defensive end.
Towns is out there with Erickson. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Guzman in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was just a man on a mission. He finished with 31 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim.
Maybe this jersey paired with the number 21 will provide some magic.
Numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a roll like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days.
Get into Towns right now. A mismatch against Olynyk.
Hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you got.
I don't even need to comment on that one.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we
no. As I get too fancy or Towns is going to block
and
it.
He's got a lead like that. Why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old.
There we go. Tip it out there.
And George kicks to Moore. Here's Hill. And again, it's Indiana.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They are
not bad. Not bad at all.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very
target center
offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on.
Oh, so close. Really just needed to go up for a dunk on that one.
Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Towns is.
I tried.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Fourth, Freak.
He's rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games.
I've kind of had a couple little rebound games. I've had two 18 rebound games.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside. George up top, covered by Wiggins. Here's Moore. Oh, and the one-handed jam.
How about that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Middleton.
Come on, Wolves.
Looking for his first basket.
What of a fight.
Feeds to Wiggins.
Fight me.
And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Here's Moore. 15 points in the game. Ellis wide open. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Fight me!
3 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's the screen. Dishes it to Wiggins.
Just he can't shoot three-pointers because he had a wide open shot there.
Excellent D there from George.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue.
Poor Minnesota.
Way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that one's good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Ellis after the basket by Minnesota.
Sticking too much.
Moore left side. Here's Olynyk. Second shot opportunity.
Ah!
Those are chances.
Blarg!
Always
Blarg.
him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job.
Time for rest. 15-point lead at the half.
Rebounding certainly a big part of the contributions you've made early in this one. Do you think this game is going to come down to which team hustles the most?
Oh, absolutely. And right now it's
gonna be,
clearly not the
I think
Timberwolves.
it's going to be about who wants it more. But we're playing with a passion right now. Well, hopefully we'll stay driven the rest of the way in order to get this win.
Thank you for your time. This one's
They're
far from
boring
over,
me.
Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't
What? Don't go away? Because I'm pretty sure if this was an actual game, most people probably would have turned it off by now. Especially Minnesota fans.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 8 rebounds, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
On the court right now for the Pacers.
In
at the 4 spot, Ellis is out there with Hill. Then it's Turner, and it's George in at the 3 spot.
Battle of the 32s.
Ellis against Middleton. Here's Moore.
And one.
Two
Ah!
Coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
Your howling doesn't scare me.
And so Moore nails both of them.
Bother me at all.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Oh, right back at you.
Wiggins outside. Middleton right side. From 15 feet away, it's rebounded by Indiana. Moore's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still,
Tell you what,
that's not
I
a
love
shot
running that
he
play.
can afford to give it.
The double team, kick it out, 3-pointer. Team to do it with, too. Be really good to do it with the Warriors.
Erickson passes to Wiggins. Rebounded by Moore.
Man, I would be deadly
Moore's
on that
got
team.
9 rebounds now tonight.
That would be a deadly combination to run.
It's George on the wing. Turner with a screen on Wiggins. The D bit on that pass fake, and that freed him up. And it's 6 points for Paul George.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with that.
Uh-oh. I got to get back on defense.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact
that
the defender
get that out of here.
His job as well as he could have.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Olenek is checked in for turn.
Yeah, they can retain possession. Whether or not they'll do anything with it is a different story.
And Minnesota has possession. Middleton outside.
Shot.
Outside, Jones. He dishes it to Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. Sinks the three-pointer. Wiggins is
whatever.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to
It don't matter.
And it's Hill penetrating. It's rebounded by Towns.
Oh.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And the basket by Erickson.
Yeah. Showing a little
touch
life
over
here.
2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside, George. Jumper off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They haven't quite crushed it out of us yet.
Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
They need to start hitting three-pointers.
Middleton outside. And taken away by
Nice pass.
Here's Moore. 17 points in the game. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Nice defense.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
I'm crushing the Wolves in the finals.
And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Freak number 1.
Joking.
So both teams making some changes here.
Joking, Noah!
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And it's going to be
that's
goaltending here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a change for the Pacers. Hill's checked in. Moore dishes to George. Down low, it's deflected. 7-foot shot.
And one.
The shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Joakim Noah. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Moore.
It's 1.
All right. Let's keep it up.
And 2.
And so Moore nails both of them.
Woo-hoo!
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Jones kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Guzman. Lots of room. And all can rim that time before dropping in. 7 points in the game.
Guzman!
Leading by 17.
The Guzmeister.
And the pass to Moore. Kicks to Olenek. Uses the glass.
Nice.
To finish the layup.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Noah the screen. Jones dishes to Wiggins. Here's the screen. Here's
off
target from 3-point range.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Moore outside. It's George on the wing. From outside the arc. Rebound. Minnesota. Outside, Jones. Noah the screen. Batum attacking. The Pacers pull it in.
Take that.
Moore's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Lynn kicks to Moore. Pass to Olenek. There's the dish to Hill. There's the pass to Lynn. Clock at 6. He kicks to Moore. The best of good
I don't have much
from
choice but to shoot.
23 points.
They don't have much time to do anything else with it.
Shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Jones kicks to Batum.
I like setting the bar.
Guzman.
Guzman.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Hill. It's George on the wing, defended by Batum. George passes to Moore. And again, it's Indiana converting.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime
Just
drop.
all too easy in the series.
Moore
No!
with the block. And that's out of bounds.
No!
Minnesota will retain possession.
No! No soup for you.
Here's Jones. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
He gets some
Terrific
soup,
screen that time by Nicholas Batum.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits at and we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here.
The scoreboard says it's over.
Erickson is out there with Towns.
Oh, I didn't realize he got fouled. I'm like, go, shoot, shoot. Oh, wait,
so
never mind.
And a chance to catch up.
Everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. Breathe.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Both shots good from the stripe.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first
really,
half.
Minnesota's only hope to stay in these games have been the simulations.
You can't keep sending them.
Neither one has been kind to them.
To the middle. Here's Erickson. And it falls over the rim and in.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Ball inside.
Hill with it.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
There's the feed to Moore.
Oh, no.
Jones with the steal. Oh, and here comes Goodwin all alone. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
Thought I had the lane. I did not.
Let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one. Physically,
razzle-dazzle.
They've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage is all you need to know.
Ellis was about to pass it to me.
On the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Moore outside.
Nothing's open. There we go.
Miles, that's for 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Most of the time.
Turner, we got to get back.
Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Here's Guzman.
Tag, you're it.
No good. Good work defensively by Turner.
32 and 33 working in perfect unison.
Let's get the ball inside.
Outside Hill. Inside, here's Moore. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists tonight.
I love how he used
just
his height advantage
so
on that shot.
easy.
The nice soft touch with it too.
Mascot's jumping around like, yeah, we did it! Woo! We suck! Oh, you're very lucky there, sir. You're very lucky.
The final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the 4th. Kevin, back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul.
Got it.
As he misses, he'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Miles' turn.
27, 11, 4, and 3. That's a stat stuffer night right there.
No question about.
Do I have a steal? I do not have a steal.
A ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The first free throw is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Jones is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
Whee!
George. Moore right side. Back to George. Freak sets a screen for George. Moore outside. From past the arc. Shot is no good.
I guess I had time to take a step in.
Closer in. Let's see.
Wow, if I could stop moving around like an idiot. Oh, Frank, just bring the bench guys in. Come on now.
Kicks it out to Jones.
You gonna get it? Oh, here he comes. 3. Nailed it.
Indiana's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Hill kicks to Ellis. And Indiana, another 3.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space
seriously,
to get
Vogel,
it off,
just
so why not?
bring in the bench guys.
Erickson with a screen on Hill. There's the pick. Hill against Jones.
This is just embarrassing.
Pulls it up. They grab their own miss. Middleton outside. On the wing, Wiggins.
All right, so they get a second chance. Let's see him do it.
2 minutes. Second chance effort. Again,
I get it.
Missing.
There we go.
Indiana leading by 23. The rebound by Middleton.
Okay, that was a shenanigan box out.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. On the wing, Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
All right, timeout.
Figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
It's time to let the bench guys come in and finish this one off.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip, it's only a matter of time now.
Yeah, this one's over.
You know, this victory
85-57. Wow. This is like last year's finals all over again, except it's the Wolves instead of the Suns.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson.
I really honestly thought this was going to be a closer series, which is how close I've played them. You know, knowing the matchups against the Magic and the Bulls, knowing that matchup against the Magic was going to be tough, and it was until Game 4. But I thought it was going to be much the same way, where they would be in the game all the way through. Wolves just have died here.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest,
I guess mostly because the Magic have
even though he's having a great
pretty
he's gonna just
do
go
a
right
pretty
back
good
out
job
there,
at stopping me
get to work
sometimes.
for the
I don't score as much as I do on a normal
and
basis.
That'll do it for tonight's NBA Finals coverage. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith,
I'm Ernie Johnson. Ah, 27, 12, 4, 3. No turnovers. Nice. Blah, 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 blah. Do 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 boop 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 boop. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go to, let's see, attributes. There's Acrobat. Changing his shot mid-air and making difficult layups. An upgrade. So okay, upgrade. And upgrade. Make sure I don't have any others in here that I haven't upgraded. Nope, all good. Alright, well that is where we're going to call it quits for today. I know one game away from finishing the series. If we hadn't had that interruption where I had to shut my Xbox down and restart with the stream glitching, maybe would have gotten through it today and been able to get that game in. But hold off for now. It's a good stopping point. We'll finish things off. Spare for Minnesota for one. Give them a day to recover. Maybe they'll come back and put something up in Game 4. Who knows? But, yeah. We'll spare Minnesota. Although I guess this is torture because it's not like a quick kill, I guess, so to speak. Anyway, we'll finish off the series tomorrow. Probably end up being crowned NBA champs. Probably going to do it in 4 games. Who knows? Maybe Minnesota will put up a fight and take Game 4. Never know. Have got them kind of backed up in the corner. Maybe they'll fight back. You know, I want a good fight in Game 4. At least make it close, right? So, let's finish up and then we'll start Year 5 tomorrow as well. A little tickle in my throat here at the end. So, let's see here. That's what will be coming up tomorrow. Coming up this afternoon, Saints Row 4 Part 3 of the campaign. I made a 4 Part 3, Saints Row 4 Part 3. Woo! Probably, I'm going to try to stick to more of the actual campaign missions to get through the story. Yesterday, I spent a lot of time on side missions. I am going to start with one side mission, though, and that's the Matt Miller one. Just because I'd like to have his upgraded virtual backup, the super Matt Miller. I won't. If you haven't seen the, if you haven't seen Saints Row 4, played it before. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. If not, yeah, you get the upgraded calling, the backup. There we go. You can get an upgraded, better version of him in the virtual world to back you up if you do this one set of I don't remember if it's one, or I think it might be a couple sets of missions, maybe like 3 or 4. So we'll start with that one, mostly because it's a little fun and to get that upgraded backup. But then I promise we're going to stick to the main storyline. And just kind of get through that. And like I said before, if anything, I'll do the side missions on my own time. So that's the plan, is to try to stick to the actual campaign missions in this one, and only do the side missions if they are absolutely necessary. Like if they're going to give me a huge boost to one of my superpowers, then maybe consider doing it. But other than that, main missions today. So that's what's coming up this afternoon. And again, tomorrow should be normal day, morning sports stream, and then afternoon stream more than likely going to be in Saints Row 4, still finishing the campaign up in that. Or if I finish the campaign today, we'll do some of the side quests tomorrow to kind of wrap the week up. Or I'll play Overwatch. I don't know. We'll see. So that's what's coming up here the rest of the week. I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh, if anything changes, I will let you know on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, it's @4moresports. YouTube is youtube.com/DSADeathAndy589. You can find links in the description area or in the channel info section, depending on where you're watching. If you are watching later on YouTube, feel free to hit that subscribe button, give this video a good old thumbs up. And of course, if you would like to help support the stream, you can do so by following me here on Twitch and continue to come back and watch yourself. You can donate to the stream, or you can simply help out by sharing the stream with friends, family, whoever. Any of those methods are greatly appreciated. appreciated, or all, any combination is a great help. So, I think that covers everything. Again, coming up this afternoon, I will be in Saints Row 4 with part 3 of the campaign. There we go. Now that wraps things up. Therefore, until the next time you decide to tune in, I will see you at that point. But until then, have a great day, everybody.